Alright. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and today we're going to be playing some Mono Black Monument, brought to you by Dev from over at SBMTG, which is not Sideboard MTG, for those of you that don't know that. That's Strictly Better Magic, the Gathering. You got to check Dev out. If you don't know who Dev is, link's up in the top right hand corner. There's another link in the description box below. Check him out, man. He got some really great deck techs for you guys. All you gotta do is just like watch those, and I'm gonna go over the deck a little bit, but for the most part, like, I'm gonna leave the deck techs up to Dev, and we're just gonna do some real gameplay here. I will kind of highlight what he's got going on for us before anyone asks, because it was a hot topic in his comments. No infinite combo, no 4-card infinite combo here. This is a Mono Black Monument deck that it's not really as janky as you might think. This deck's trying to get some work done, guys. And speaking of work done, after this, we have got the Patreon games coming up. If you have not submitted your decks for the Patreon games, get those in by 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. If you don't get them in today, the next gameplay will be on the 24th. And you can get in for that one. And then again, if you miss, of course, you know, I'll make sure your deck gets run, but it would help me a lot if you could actually, you know, get the decks posted for Patreon games. Alright, so either way, we've got 2 slots open today, so if you haven't posted yet, go ahead and post those. Let's get some shout outs here. We've got a bunch of people in here already. Wow, alright. Normally it takes about 10-15 minutes before people start diving in, but you guys like Dev's decks, right? We've got David in here. We've got MG Laser, Ghost Man, Crewfix, my man, always here. MGGR, MTG Nerd. Yeah, Nerd. We're calling you MTG Nerd. And did I call Bruce? Bruce. All right. Okay, guys. So is the Lincoln awake? Not right now. Not right now. It could happen, but it's not right now. Anyway. So, I gotta say something exciting about this deck. First off, I did not rent this deck. I know you guys, like, you know that I rent from Manatraders all the time, and if you want to do that, links in the description box below. No pitch here. But anyway, I didn't have to buy a single card for this deck. I just loaded it, and I just happened to have all the cards. So, I thought that was pretty cool. Really cheap deck. I think the entire list on paper comes in like under 30 bucks or something like that. And then like there's not really a lot of upgrades because of the way it runs. There's a couple other creatures that you may or may not want to run in here. But for the most part, I mean, it's a Mono Black Pirates deck. Got a couple non-pirates in it, but Mono Black Pirates. So let's talk about this. Oh, I got to get up here, guys. Like, let's do the deck tech real quick. We've already done a couple shout outs. Let me get this preview up for you guys. And that should have switched us over to deck tech mode. Alright. Yeah, anyway, we've got 23 lands here. A few 1-drops, you know. Human Pirate here. He swings for 2. He gets in there. March of the Drowned, 1-drop. Now, this thing's just pure advantage in this deck. And like, just pure card advantage. I like it. I really like this card here. I'm actually seeing this card get some play in a few other decks, and 1 mana, you know, get 2 cards back. That's value, people. That is value. Anyway, we've got great cards to get back. I mean, even if we want to get our 1-drop back, we could do that. We could get Direfleet Poisoner back. We can get Dusk Legion Zealot, which, of course, you know, if I'm going to get card advantage, right, off of a March of the Drowned, and I'm going to be pulling back two, like, I really wish that Dusk Legion Zealot would have been a, you know, a pirate, so I could have gotten him back, or plus something else. But even if you just pull him back and then play him for 1 more mana, you still just drew another card. So, like, it works so good with March of the Drowned that even if you don't have, like, 2 pirates, just pull him back, play him for 1 mana, get another card. It's good. I like it. We've got Kitesail Freebooter action here, so, you know, we've got that main board to rest kind of thing going on. Oathsworn Vampire, like, This is going to be fun, all right? Like, I know that you guys watched the deck tech. I know you guys did. And, like, gaining a life here off of every creature that we cast and then bringing Oathsworn back from the graveyard, like, just, oh. The only thing that I'm like, where's it at, is Yahenni. I wanted Yahenni in this deck so bad. We've got Deadeye Tormentor here. And, you know, that's a little extra card, you know, a little bit of value right there. I really wish this was like the opposite of Ruin Raider. Like if we attacked with a creature this turn, they discard every turn. But it's actually only the turn when, you know, when he enters the battlefield. So, and again, you got to play him in that second main phase. But, oh yeah, absolutely, Laser. The Poisoner is insane. I love this card. I kind of wish we would have had a Fathom Fleet Captain or two in here. I mean, there's so many other good pirates in black that I just like, oh, why couldn't we have had those? But I get it, I get it. All right, well, Forerunner of the Coalition. Well, this card right here, you really got to learn how to play it, and you got to learn how your deck needs to play it. So I'm sure there are going to be some lines that I miss here today, but if you guys start playing this and like you just pick it up as a cheap deck and you think, you know, it does pretty well, and I'm going to be running it in queues today because, you know, thanks to Patreons and stream sponsors and things like that, we can do that now. So thanks to each and every one of you for that. But yeah, Forerunner, like I might be asking, you know, chat for some lines on this one. So you know, that this card, it worries me. It's like, do you just grab another Forerunner? Do you just put that down? Then you just grab another Forerunner? Are we turning lands off? Because this goes on the top of your library, guys. Like, you play this and you take it, the top of your library is shut down. Like, you know what's there, but I hope you have your lands already. And I think that's one of the reasons he played 23 lands, because you need a couple in your hand when you start doing this Forerunner thing so that you can really go off on it. J-Dubs, what's up, sir? What's up? Alright, in the sideboard, oh, I didn't mention Ruin Raider. I mentioned it like kind of with Deadeye Tormentor, but Ruin Raider's like just broken good, especially when you can swing in with Oathsworn Vampire, like, because you just don't care. Yeah, that's, I'll take it. And then I guess the last card in the main board that I didn't speak about was the one of Bantu the Glorified. Honestly, if you didn't have Bantu here, I get that Bantu is, you know, indestructible, menace, all the other good things. You can sack things. Like, this might be one of the best Bantu decks I have ever seen. I could see more Bantus because I really want a sack outlet in this deck. There was some talk about Costly Plunder being played in this deck, and I think that might be a really good card to maybe put in the sideboard or something like that against, you know, control decks or things with targeted removal, so that you can gain a little bit of extra card value out of those things. Other than that, though, I do think that March of the Drowned is a really good draw spell, and Dev said that, you know, he would like to see 3 of this, and I agree. I even think that if we were going to take a put another March of the Drowned in, I think it would probably be a Dusk Legion Zealot that came out. Maybe not. Maybe it would be something else. Maybe the Deadeye Tormentor. Take that out for a March of the Drowned instead of trying to get card value from making them lose cards. Maybe we just try to outvalue on our side. So, you know, those are some options that, you know, that you have, you know, going forward. Remember, it's only like a $25 deck, so there's going to be a ton of upgrades that you can add to it. 23 lands, so I would assume that you could get off of Vraska's Contempt, things like that in there. One of the cards that I was most happy to see in the deck, just because I've been wanting to play it, the Black Champion of Wits. You know, card advantage on our side is great, but then again, making them lose cards is always great. So, I mean, there's 2 ways to play that card advantage game, and Dreamstealer plays the latter of the 2. So, I really like Dreamstealer in this deck. Dev, thank you for letting me run with Dreamstealer. I'm probably going to bring this in matches I shouldn't, because I really, really want to play this card. It's been a pet of mine, but I just can't get it to show up and work. So, yeah, thanks for this card out of all the other ones. Another card that you guys might not like, I find it absolutely terrific right now. Because Fatal Push is one of the bigger kill spells in our format right now, people have kind of backed off on worrying about whether their 2-mana creature has the ability to get above a lightning strike or something like that. They're just playing good value creatures, and they're not worried about that toughness. So when you've got Skullduggery and you're hitting things like Glintsleeve Siphoner and, you know, heaven forbid, all of red deck, yeah, Skullduggery is a blowout, my friends. Like, we're talking about, I'm going to jump up and make my little dude big enough to profitably block this dude and that other little dude over there that you thought you were just going to chip in with damage. Yeah. Yeah. Skullduggery is simply playable just because of the name. I like it, Crewfix. I like it. We've got 2 Duress here. We've got 2 Deadeye Trackers for, I guess this is for Grave Hate. And honestly, I am really just, I am dead set on Crook being the best piece of Grave Hate right now. I think the Crook is terrific. However, the Crook can be shut down by the Gravestone. So, you know, there's that going on. I just really like Crook. I think it's really good. You could always use the second option if you use the Crook, because you'll just target, you know, everyone's graveyard. But anyway, Argyle's Bloodfast going to let us draw a few extra cards. He's got some Gontis in here so we can take some stuff from the opponent. I love some Gonti. Like, I love some Gonti. I think you guys like Gonti too, right? And then that's it. That's all we've got. A couple other Deadeye Tormentors. We've really got that discard package going on here in the sideboard. So against control decks, we're going to bring in some creatures that they're going to be like, oh, gosh. Matthias, welcome, sir. Welcome. I think you left before you got to see your new emojis and stuff last time you were here, Matthias. So, you know, check your little emoji thing down there. We got 2 now. By the way, when we do come up to lines and things like that, the golden nut will be, if I, you know, ask for, you know, like a yes or no question or something like that, those of you with the golden nut can answer back with the golden nut as a yes, take that line, or, you know, the punt for no, don't take that line. So, there will be times where, you know, I will ask for your guys' opinion, and those of you that have the emojis can, you know, directly answer back to me. It's a little bit easier than trying to read so much chat going by. Alright, so before we get into some games, we had a whole bunch more people get in here, so I'm going to give some more shout-outs. I might call out some extra people a couple more times. You like the pun emoji? Come on, I like it. I like it. It was just a smiley face. I had to make it, you know, a sideboard punt. Scotty T, welcome. You have tried the idea of having Dreamstealer and Damir gift decks. It was a win more sort of thing, though the build in Eternalize Redundancy was good. Okay. Scotty, I like it, and I also tried it in an Esper Godpharaoh's gift deck. That's where I tried it, and I liked it. I liked it in that deck, and I've tried to put it in a couple other decks. I wanted to put it in a deck where I could put +1/+1 counters on it. So I threw it in that Abzan deck I had, and I just, you know, I couldn't get it to go off. And for those of you wondering what card we're talking about, let's get chat back up so you guys can. There we go. We're talking about Dreamstealer here, and Scotty T said that he had been trying it in Damir gift decks. Let's see. Laser thanks, Dreamstealer's great. James Carr, welcome. I think that we're gonna do really well with this deck. I do wanna fix the lands here though. Don't have 23 of this, so I'm gonna get rid of. That's a full art, right? All right, I'm just gonna get rid of everything, and then just add all full arts. You know what? It's a really budget deck, guys. And, you know, I happen to just have some cards laying around that I just don't think would be bad in the deck, so I'm going to add 4 If Near Deadlands. You guys alright with that? Right? Like, I think Dev even said it in his video that if you have If Near Deadlands, throw them in there. So I don't think he'll be upset if I run it with the If Near Deadlands. I'm not making any other change to the deck, but I think that I think you guys will agree that if you have If Near Deadlands, run them, right? I think we can afford it, and I think it's a good card here. Other than that, yeah, let's run it. I don't think we would need any other desert or anything like that. So because we want as many black sources as possible, most of our creatures are going to be like one black, one black, one black, one black. So I don't want any colorless sources because I just don't think I'd be able to use them. Ooh, the cycling black desert. Ah, man, I don't think I want anything coming in tapped. So I think we're just gonna go with Ifnir, and we'll jump into some games here. You guys ready? I'm excited. Like, I think this deck's pretty cool, and I was just like super excited that I pulled up a list and I was like, wow, I already have the cards for this. I mean, I draft from time to time, so like I never get rid of my draft. See, we've already got Ifnirs. Alright, so look, we've got the land, so on turn 3 when we turn off our land draws, like, this is good. Julio, he's ready. He's ready. We've got a 1, a 2, and a 3, and the land, so that when we turn it off, we're good. I think this is a keep, fellas. This have the Dire Fleet Poisoners? Absolutely, James. There's another turn 3. Like, honestly, this might draw a Fatal Push. Wow, Brawl. Well, we can't swing. I'm just going to play this. This will allow us to start swinging in air next turn. Harness Lightning, Glimmer of Genius. So if we take Harness Lightning, he's got to wait till he gets to another kill spell to get it back. Ooh, I kind of like he's going to draw a ton anyway. He's got no counter right now. And he's only got one other land. So we take this, he can't harness. We take the Glimmer, he has to harness. We take Harness, he Glimmers next turn off the Brawl. I'm taking Harness. Make him have to get a kill spell. I can't swing. I can't swing into that Brawl. Unfortunately, Brawl is just too good. You might try to build this deck after today if it does well. Well, honestly, Curve City, yeah, it was a... well, that's what this deck does. It's just got, like, tons of redundancy. Wow. I will attack for 1. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the thing. I want to draw more cards because I want to find my monument. So I'm going to attempt my Raider. I could have made him discard. But making him discard, he'll just pitch the other Brawl. Like, wouldn't that be what you pitched? If you got a redundant copy of Brawl in your hand, you just pitch it. Alright, so we'll draw an additional card here. I'm not upset with that. I think at this point I'm just going to go Forerunner, Forerunner, Forerunner. Like, just keep playing Forerunners. Sweltering Suns, he's cycling it because he doesn't have the red. Wow. Wow. That is ridiculous. Okay, well. So now I can go Forerunner. Oh, man, did we just get blown out here? I think I just get another Forerunner. And then we'll draw that at end of turn. There's no 1-mana creature I want to get, is there? I could grab another Kite Sail Freebooter. Let's go Forerunner. And then we'll make him lose some life here. And if he wants to block with Brawl, that's cool. I didn't think so. So we'll draw our Forerunner. That's pretty good. Forerunner, and then Rune Raider, you go ahead and kind of draw it. So it's not... Yeah, exactly, James. It's not one of those things where we've turned off the top of our library now. So, you know, mad props to Dev for that interaction. Like, I really like how that works. Or mad props to the Dev team for throwing out this Orc Pirate with this coming. Primal Amulet, everything costs like nothing. All this stuff is free. Okay, well, I don't want to lose any of my stuff, so I'm going to sacrifice this desert. No, I'm not. I'm just going to play Forerunner. Has he got a counter? Oh, he's got a burn. What is it? Oh, he's going to Magma Spray that. Alright, so he's going to get his burn back. Alright. And I think I just grab another Forerunner. I probably should have like grabbed a 2-mana creature, but so I'm gonna lose one of these. I don't care. I know I'm gonna like lose like one or two of these, or one of two of these. So that's fine. It takes him to 6, which means, you know, we're in a pretty decent spot. We don't actually have to attack next turn. Okay. So he's gonna Glimmer. Like, he's got to stop everything we do next turn. Sweltering Suns would be so good for him here. What does he burn? Like, he wants to burn this, but he has to burn this. I don't know if he's got it out, even if he does burn it. Okay, he burns the Coalition. The Forerunner of the Coalition. Alright, he burns it, pockets an energy. Is he going to be able to flip the Primal Map? Or the Primal Wellspring? Oh, I'm going to assume that he can. Okay. So we get another land. And I'm going to attack. What do you got? He's going to Censor. So he's cycling Censor right now. Alright, so attacking was really good there. And we'll see what our life totals come to. He's probably just going to scoop it up right here. He knows I've got another Forerunner, so he's going to take at least 2 more damage. So if he takes the 4... Like, he's got to kill something and block something here. And he just tapped double blue. That doesn't kill anything. So, go ahead. Pull for tomorrow and die. Yeah, tap, tap, scoop. Alright, so he's going to pull from tomorrow. 4-2. X is 2. is mono red or mono black better versus control? I'm going to say mono black because of Scrap Heap Scrounger. Now this version doesn't run Scrap Heap Scrounger, so alright, so he's going to stop the 3 damage. He is tapped out except for 1 land. And we're just going to play Forerunner and put the triggers on the stack. There we go. So, Dev, we just game 1 Crixus control there, fellas. That just happened. Alright. Pirate beatdown. Just getting it done. Right? Duress? Okay, well, okay, you're talking about another deck. We don't have Doomfall here. Okay. You guys are talking about the, tokens deck and things like that. I actually, well, you also have Lost Legacy. In black, you've got all the great black kill spells and things like that. My competitive deck, my budget competitive deck that I have been putting people on since Ixalan is the mono black aggro deck. So, you know, definitely you guys, you know, check that deck out. All right, so I'm definitely bringing in my all right, Tormentor's decent here. Well, all of this is good. Kite Sail's great. Poison, the whole deck's good. I think the weakest thing in this deck is our 1-drop. So I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to see if we can squeeze in. I want these trackers too. This tracker's good. No, not tracker. I want Tormentor. Lincoln, what's up, man? Hey, buddy. He woke up. He's like, Daddy, where you at? Alright, Gonti's actually really good here too, but I don't think I want to go that high. Like, on the draw, I will take the Argyle's Bloodfast and the slower hand. But we still got 3 cards that I kind of want to get rid of. And it's not going to be card advantage cards. Honestly, it might be this Direfleet Poisoner. Like, I know it's kind of good against control, but I've got these other things that are going to be decent. I'm going to leave 2 in because we can, like, search it up, which makes me think that I'm going to do the same thing for... Maybe we don't need that many Tormentors. We did have 2 Tormentors in hand last turn, you know? I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not taking Rune Raider out. He's too good, right? Alright, maybe just not that many Tormentors. Maybe there's just too many Tormentors and it's just too hard to sideboard them out in these matchups. You brought Grixis Energy and was hoping to get Deb's take on the deck to play. Well, if you watch Deb's top 10 video he put out, I think it was like Wednesday. If you watch his top 10 video, he says that, alright, no, we don't have a 1-drop, so this is going to be the best curve we get. I kind of like it. He has to answer this. It's got Menace, and he ain't going to block it with Brawl. So, but if you watch Deb's top 10 or whatever on Wednesday, he says the same thing I do about it. You know, best deck in the format is just Crixus mid-range. Ooh, we got a 1-drop. Our curve got better because, like, good deck building and other things. Alright, well, that's cool. Alright, we take his card draw away. He's got lands and a Torrential Gearhulk and a pull from tomorrow that I assume he was going to... Well, alright, I'm going to draw a card. Are we going to draw more cards than this control deck? This is not like a normal... Oh, mama. Oh. You have your Braid, or did you draw some way to deal with this? Oh snap, son! We got it. We got it. And a Forerunner in hand. 4 mana. It's about to go down. I'm going to make him deal with some stuff first. Okay, so he drew that. Alright, so he's played one of these. And he's played one island. So he's still got Island, Torrential Gearhulk in hand. How do we get all this down? Alright, I've got... Yeah, we just play everything. Oh my goodness. Alright, these are not pirates, so... I'm actually going to go with my non-pirates this turn. Or no, I should go with one pirate this turn so that I can draw it next turn. I can just start doing Forerunners. Right? So, let's go... This guy. He don't need to know about Bantu yet. Doesn't need to know about old Bantu yet. And then we'll go this guy. Didn't matter about the sequencing because the other guy's not a pirate, so it wouldn't have triggered. Like, we got our Bantu trigger, though. And we're just going to go get another Forerunner. Wow. I love it. I love it. Okay, well. Attack for 1. We're just chipping people to death. Chipping them to death for 1. That's cool. I mean, he's coming up on, like, I don't know, he's got Land, Torrential Gearhulk, the Amulet, and then, like, one other card, so, like, we might have just, like, crushed him right here. Okay, well, everyone cool. Everyone in, so he's got Torrential Gearhulk, something else he's got to get rid of? Alright. Well, I'm going to go Land. And we're going to tempt the Coalition. The Forerunner of the Coalition. We're going to attempt it. And then I will grab another Forerunner. And we'll play Bantu. And I think I'll just get in with this. Like, we're gonna use the other method of kill here. So now he has to discard a card. Alright, so he got rid of Land, so he drew Land. We know he's got Torrential Gearhulk in hand. Alright, well, cool. Lincoln, what you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Glimmer? He glimmers. He had to get rid of his land. It was his 6th land. So now he had to glimmer on his turn to get a 6th land. If I had a way to pump this, oh, that'd be so cool. Wow. I mean, this is... Like, I kind of expect the opponent to just be like, I'm about to scoop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good things are about to happen. And we had no, like, real card advantage, just selection. Okay. Because he has to keep... Alright. I could bring it back from the graveyard, it just won't have haste. So he's going to take 1, I'll gain 1. Well, he's going to take a few. Wow. The power. Yep, I'm just going to grab another Forerunner. Because, you know, that seems good. I'm going to pay 1, 2. I'm going to sacrifice this. And we'll leave it on top. And, yeah. So, next turn we just cast Forerunner and win. So, he's got no counters, so, yeah. Good job, Gearhulk. Hope you pulled your board wipe. But even if he pulls board wipe, I'm gonna play Forerunner. You glimmering right now, dude? Or are you just going in for that harness? There's no way he's glimmering. There's no way. He glimmers, it's over. Well, that's the thing. This deck gets to do this like awesome little chip damage in the beginning, and then after the chip damage, you get to like just do this ridiculous. I'm just gonna play this Forerunner. Like, hope you're ready because like the next 4 turns are gonna be Forerunners. And that's why the deck has to have so many lands, because when you hit that first Forerunner, you just can't let up. Like, that is the deck. That's what this deck does. He tucked the Glimmer. He's just dead. Good job, opponent. Good job, opponent. Hope you got a Magma Spray in there. He did! He got his Magma Spray! What is he pointing at? Alright. He's still dead. Still dead. I mean, at this point I could, like, play it and sack it to Bantu and kill him. I mean... Alright, goes to 3. Enters the battlefield. I get these triggers. Good game, opponent. Alright, yeah. Dev, what have you built? You monster. You monster. Seems like a budget. No, this is a jank build. I would not say that this is a budget version of any other deck. This deck actually, there's very few cards that you can really replace, mainly just the utility cards, as most of the main deck pretty much, you know, needs kind of what it's got. So I can't really say that this is like a budget version of something else or something like that. If I was going to say it's anything, I would say it's Saffron Olive's, you know, vampire combo deck turned into just an actual competitive monument deck. I think you guys are going to be surprised. Like, when I was looking at this deck, I was like, whoa, there's a lot of backbone here. Looks like we're going to play a non-coalition game. So, yeah. I don't have a 1-drop. I'm not extremely excited about that. But, I mean, we can play Oathsworn on too. Honestly, this might... I don't know. We've got our Poisoner. We can buy some time. I'll keep this. Our opponent's still deciding on whether or not he wants to keep, so... Lincoln is under my feet playing with Lego blocks. I know I'm going to step on one later. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. Alright. Okay, so I am going to keep this. Dad duties. My bad. Alright. Wow. Is he going to mulligan down? He mulligan... Alright, he kept his 5. So, I'm already feeling better about this. Don't be the same deck. Don't be the same deck. Hey guys, we just hit our curve. That's just good deck building. Oh yeah. That's great. I don't know, there's only 4 of those in there, so I mean, like... I mean, we already had our other 1-drop, so... We only had 5 1-drops left in the deck and pulled one. That's pretty cool. Storm Tamer. Alright. I'll trade with you, Storm Tamer. I will trade this for Storm Tamer. Actually, it looks like we are going to be doing good things, my friends. Good things. So do we just, like, try to murder this Storm Tamer if it jumps in front of us? No? Okay. Then I'm going to Swarm Vampire. Since he ain't gonna let me, like, get in there with my Dire Fleet Poisoner and do good things. How old is he? He is, oh god, 14 months? Yeah, it's, he's awesome though. He's my buddy. Everywhere I go, man, he is attached to me. If he's awake, oh man, he's got that Raid Pirate. That's crazy. Alright. No, it's Chart, of course. The Raid Draw spell. Okay. I actually like that better than the Raid Pirate. Hope of Gyrepier. Oh, not that Winds deck again. Alright, well, I'm going to get in for combat here. He's just going to take it. Alright, well, I'm just going to pass, and then at end of turn, I'm probably just going to throw down this Dire Fleet Poisoner. Damir wins. Yeah, it's Damir wins. It's been floating around a lot here lately. You know, we had a deck that kind of did pretty well with it, a blue-black wins deck, that it did well. I think the deck's just too weak to Crixus, but you know, it didn't do bad. Like, so, you know, can't say nothing there. Like, it did not do bad. So, another Chart, of course, and that's one of the real powerhouses in this deck. Yeah, I'm just getting down bodies right now. I just want to keep turning sideways so that we can fight this race. I really need to land off the top. So these coalition guys, they're not really what I'm looking for. Bam! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, Rune Raider might get dangerous. And that's another thing, like when you're doing Forerunner of Coalition, you're taking 3 every time you draw. So, you know, that's something to think about. I am going to draw here, though. I don't have a lot of choice. Sweet, okay. How do I feel about Sultai Climb? Actually, I've had a lot of people ask me about like Sultai and running that new enchantment, and I don't honestly. I don't know. Like, I haven't really played it that much. I stuck it in Sultai right after, you know, the banning, and I was trying. What was the one drop I was trying? I was trying the one drop that lets you explore and play an additional land with Rishkars, and then I had the Climb as another 3 drop, just because it works so good with Snake, and I kind of liked it, but honestly, you know, Crixus, like Crixus is going to be one of those things. Like, you guys are going to hear me say it non-stop, like, oh great, Crixus. Oh wow, alright. We're just gonna swing. He realizes he can't outrun us, so this is so bad. Which one do we want to kill? Alright, so that's gonna die, that's gonna die. I'm gonna keep my Rune Raider alive. Oh, he's got a counter spell. Oh, I get wrecked. Nope, can't pay it. Well, I'm just gonna play a Drown Scoundrel because I want to keep pushing pressure. Like, yes, I could march over the Drown this turn and like get back 2 Dire Fleet Poisoners, or I'm probably done with Rune Raider right now, considering this is so much card advantage, and so is this. So as soon as I can get another land off the top, we'll just get into this and start gaining some life back, and then it just won't be a problem. Like, there's so many lines in this deck that it's just like, okay, alright, okay, you did this, alright, well, I'll start doing this now. So, like, he just sacked a land to kill my dude. Like, How great is that? Like, at this point, I might grab the Rune Raider back, especially if I... All day long. He's got land in hand. I would like to return 2 target pirate cards for my... I want the Rune Raider, and I want a Poisoner. So, that's a thing. He'll scoop on that. I can't believe he didn't scoop on that. He might be so happy that he got us with his land. Just play Constrictor deck, but with the Scarab God and Climb with blue sideboard cards, you actually feel good for your Crixus matchup. Interestingly, though, your LGS has no Crixus running around there. Well, then you're probably running the most powerful deck in Standard then. Green-Black Snake is that good. It's just also that bad versus Crixus mid-range. Not bad versus Crixus control. It actually does really decent against Crixus control. But the Snake decks, there's just so much targeted removal that I actually expect the Snake decks to start running... the targeted removal draw card thing. Alright, so here's the plan, guys. Can he answer it? What is our... Like, what do I want? Sure, I'll just take another. Your go, opponent. Your go. He's got 3 cards in hand. Still got that island. He's gonna scoop it up. Alright! Ain't that fun? So Skullduggery's awesome. Duress is actually pretty good. I'm gonna take my little 1-mana dudes out. Again, I think, like, on draw, on the play, I think that is you're probably going to be your go-to. Let's just drop these bad boys out on the draw, and we'll bring in something else, like our Skullduggeries, something like that. And we're just not going to worry so much about our turn 1 play against these aggro decks. Now, against, like, maybe a control deck or something, maybe there might be some other card you'd want to take out on the draw. But I think against these kind of aggro decks, I really think that that might be the best course of action right here. He's a good card, but... like, it will just be a trade, and here we might actually be able to get a 2-for-1 for our 1 mana. So, I'm like, I could see running both, but I would rather have the Skullduggery here. And, I don't know, you guys might like that. Could have flashed in Poisoner for game. Oh, yeah, like, we had game in so many ways, Johnny Zilla. At that point, I was just like, how do we lose? And, like, after knowing his hand, I don't think we could have. I don't think we could have lost right there. He would have had to have top deck like some way to wipe the board, and it still wouldn't have been enough. So like, yeah, we were good there, Johnny Zilla. But you're right. You're right. We could have flashed in Poisoner for game if we would have had the mana open. So like in the beginning of our upkeep, if he went to like kill something or something like that, we could have just been like flash Poisoner. So. But we only had 3 mana, so if he would have like waited till we cast the other one, then we would have been waiting yet one more turn. I don't know. He would have had to wipe the board, so we could also just swung. So, all right. I do like the Skullduggeries. Do you guys like anything else here? I mean, Duress maybe. I kind of like Duress. You know, Gonti might not be bad giving me a flyer, but I don't really see his Death Touch being worth anything. Dreamstealer, I would love to just bring in Dreamstealer. Rune Raider is actually a little bit weak here, considering this is an aggro deck. So maybe we go that route, and I'll bring in 2 Dreamstealers over the Rune Raiders. Like, I can't really take 3 a turn off those Coalition guys. Like, not against aggro. Against control, yeah, we'll go way down on life total. But he's a flyer, and he can instantly throw down, you know, anthems and stuff to give his creatures more. It looks like we're going to be doing it anyway. I don't think I can be mad about this hand. I mean, we got double Poisoner, so when he starts trying to block, we get to do like really good things. All right. That Hope of Gyre Pier doesn't scare us a whole lot. Well, ain't that cute? Alright. So we've got all of our combat blowout tricks. We just need to start getting into combat. Needs aggro cards. If they don't have any cards, they have a hard time winning. Aggro needs cards. You're right. Alright, sorry, I read that wrong. Aggro needs cards. If they don't have cards, they have a hard time winning. You are correct. I'm actually hoping that he doesn't have favorable wins because we did bring in the Skullduggeries. And I do plan to use them as a combat trick, but they can be more than just a combat trick, so. It looks like he is going to try to race us here. Well, I'm just going to pass the turn. I think I do want another drown. Whoa, dude. It ain't that bad. Come here. No? You don't want to come here? Him's not happy. Blightkeeper. This thing. 1 mana flyer. Like that. It's hard to beat a 1 mana flyer. Okay, well, alright, so we're gonna take one here. He's decided he's gonna hold this back for a blocker? No? Okay. Getting in. He's racing us. Give me one moment. Gotta get a bottle, guys. Oh, he's good now. Ooh, so we got our land, so we can do, like, crazy good stuff. I'm just going to jump into combat here. And if he goes to block, which, like, I kind of doubt. Oh. Okay. Everything's flying, so I'm not blocking it anyway. I'm going to put this down. We're going to start trying to draw cards. It's also a really big threat, and it might draw the counter from him right now. And if it does draw the counter, I'm okay with it because he's aggro, and I don't want to take that much damage. He's going to let me have it. Going to let me have it. Alright, so next turn... Wow. Yeah. Next turn, we're just swinging for 1,000,000. Wow. Got the set, boys. The full set. Well, you get a Skullduggery, sir. He's going to look at our hand and go, oh, crap. Does approach keep Crixus mid-range in check? No. I thought it did, but Crixus just needed to put in more answers for it. I did not have a problem with approach last night, and I even won game 1. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky on my game 1, but yeah, it happened. What do we get? Ooh, all right. Well, we could start gaining life, but we'll lose it back here. Alright, so we can, I think that I just use all of this as like combat buffs. So he's decided he's not blocking. He doesn't have a kill spell yet. Now he's got the kill spell. Oh, he's gonna... Okay, so he's just gonna counter the second one. Okay. Take 6. Alright, so he puts 4 on us next turn, but we're gonna draw a card here. Be a land. Ouch! Alright, so he puts 5 on us here. That's game. We lose this race. Yep. Good job, opponent. Okay, back on the play. Skullduggery's still good here. Rune Raider is dangerous in an aggro matchup. I can't block. I can't take that additional damage, and I can't get him off the battlefield. I cannot do that. So I'm going to bring in the Duresses, and Skullduggery, now that he's seen it, he'll maybe play around it. So we're bringing in Grasping back, or yeah, the Grasping Scoundrel back. And then I kind of want to take out the Dusk Legion Zealot for a Skull, like bring the Skullduggeries in over it maybe, or maybe over Direfleet Poisoner. You know, as like that is kind of supposed to be one of our kill spells, but I don't know. Like maybe we'll just run it like this. All right, we are on the play. We've got Poisoner. Okay, so we've got. I'll keep this. I mean, it's a little weak. I think I get down my Oathsworn first and like turn 3 Kite Sail maybe. Okay, well. Yeah, we're gonna try to get down Oathsworn and then go from there. At least Oathsworn like puts on a little bit of pressure. Good Kite Sail right here. That gives me a flying blocker. I'm just going to go ahead and add the additional pressure. I think that putting down the 2/2 as quickly as possible is going to be better. Next turn, even if he goes like land pirate, he still can't do the use the counter next turn. So, I mean, he could fatal push though. I haven't seen a fatal push out of him yet. I also kind of expect unsummon, but we'll see. Ooh, Fetid Pools in tap. Yep, land's coming in tap. Hurt. So do we look before we... Nah, I'm going to attack first. I'll look after attacks. If it was any other creature, maybe I would look. But I think right now I'm just going to like say, okay, if you want to like fatal push it or something. Alright, so we're just going to play this. And then next turn we'll draw 2 cards. Woo, wow. So he's got Dreamcaller Siren, so he'll be able to tap down some dudes. He's got Lookout or Chart of Course, Essence Extraction, Lookout's Dispersal, and Never Return. He's just full of kill spells. Well, I want the Essence Extraction, I guess? Or the Lookouts... No, I want the Essence Extraction because it's the only kill spell. So, yeah. Like, make him spin the Never? Or do I want him to spin Essence Extraction getting his Never back? Either one's double black. I'll take the Essence Extraction. I'll try to hold him off of getting the life as long as possible. So, yeah, we're going to go that route. Like, I know there's an argument there to, like, take the more expensive one and, like, all these other things, but they were both double black. So, I'm going to put the one that gains life under it, so if he wants to, like, kill stuff. Ooh, he's just going to go ahead and burn it. Okay. So, either one would have wasted a whole turn, but I don't know. Like, he's still going to gain back. We'll draw some cards, see what happens. Come on, no land. No whammies, no whammies. No whammies. Oh, whammy. Alright, well, we'll get in for 2. He'll kill something next turn. We'll go from there. Alright, so we know about the never return. He still hasn't played the other fetid pool. He just played a drowned catacomb, so he just drew it? So he's got essence extraction. Wow, alright, alright. So if he flashes in the Dreamcaller here, like, I guess that's okay. I mean, he's already moved a block, so that ain't happening. I guess he's just going to burn 1, gain 3. So, like, burn this. Yeah. Now he's tapped down, so we'll play Dream Stealer, and then, like, he'll probably want to kill that next turn. I'm a little bit worried about this being in the graveyard right now. So, if he does kill it, like, I'm just going to bring it back the very next turn. I'm not going to let it sit around for long. You got, like, a glimmer, or you just... Oh, wow, he's just going to go ahead and return, entered the exile zone. But what did he... I don't know what he did, man. I have no clue what this guy just did. Did he just exile his own return? I don't know. He did not get my Oathsworn Vampire, though. Alright, so he'll discard a card. I love this card. This card is so good. It's so bad, but it's so good. What's happening? Tasmaniac, sir. It is like all the things are happening. That's what's happening. We are just doing work. He did finally play that Fetid Pools. He played the Essence Extraction. He still got counter. But he keeps tapping down, so... Well, that can't block. You got another one? Favorable wins. There you go. Come on. Creature off the top. Creature off the top. That's a creature. Is there any point in swinging with these two? No? Just keep them back, or like... Man, I could get him 1 extra point of damage. Wow, he's going to discard 2 cards this turn. He's going to be so upset. Alright, so he got rid of the Dreamcaller. Woo! Alright. Well... Wait a minute, it only costs 2. Alright, so now he will... Wow, it only costs 2, so that changes my math. It means I can also reduce this thing. I think I just play this for 1. Oh, where's my sack outlet? That's a combo deck, though. We're not playing that. Alright, so next turn I'll reduce this thing. We'll just swing with everything. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep doing other, like, great things. I wish this was so an instant speed land. Like, out of the lands that they made instant speed, this one should have been an instant speed one. Wow, okay. Chart, of course. Oh, he had to attack. He's got to fill his hand back up. He can't beat the Dreamcaller. Or the Dream Stealer. Ooh, what else you got? Got him. Sure, I'll play Ifnir. We don't really have anything else to do, so I'm gonna Ifnir this down. So that's nothing anymore. Wish I could Ifnir both of them, but can't. I mean, if he wants to just eat something, that's fine. I kind of expected him to double block here. Oh, he wants to get rid of this. It doesn't do anything. It's done. It's already done its thing, dude. Maybe he was just trying to stop the most amount of damage. I don't know. Blue-black favorable wins, though. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of blue-black favorable wins. I like the fact that you got flyers and you can do great things and like all of that, but just not a fan. I know that that isn't gonna like help me in the true overall game plan, but you know it's gonna be a thing. Wow, he's gonna do it. You're not gonna put that here? Come on, just put it there. Put her there. Put her there. Put both of these here. Alright, so he discards his last card. He's got no cards. I don't know why I have this stuff up here. His last card was a swamp. He goes to 2. Do we have anything we can bring back? Nope. Alright. So both of our attackers are lethal. Ooh. Ooh. Too bad this requires a blocker. Or 2 blockers, so... Oh, come on. I'm still swinging. Swinging for the fences. If I get him 1 point of damage with this guy, I'll take it. And that's what's going to happen because he's got to block the other way. Alright, well. That's all we got. Yeah, I could have played the land, but I could have held it too. The stuff of nightmares, ain't it? Like, this Dream Stealer just keeps swinging, and he's like, I have to take it. Why do I have to keep taking it? Like, land off the top wins, by the way. Just saying. Or creature off the top. I said land, I meant creature. Good game, opponent. Oh yeah. Getting it done with the monument and the Dream Stealer. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Holy cow. $25 budget nightmare. Wow. Mono black monument of nightmares. I like it. I like it. I also like the Ifnir Deadlands in it, so good call on that one, Dev. Those of you that watch this, I'm gonna say you put those Ifnir Deadlands in. They're not gonna cost you that much. They're good cards. Run them. We could do it. I mean, this ain't a horrible hand. You know one of the things that I like about this deck over like the Oketra's Monument decks? I am not like, I have to mulligan to my monument. Like it's not about that. Like, I can play a decent, fair game here and just fight them. So, I like that. Like, it gets broken when we get the monument, but I'm going to keep this, guys. Dream Stealer and Siphoner. Just menace all day. I could get behind that. Well, I'm a Siphoner fan anyway. Like, I like the little menace dudes, and you rarely get to see Dream Stealer as a 4/4, but against something, against any type of control, if you happen to hit with that 4/4, it's just game. So, you know, that's always kind of cool. I'm gonna put down my 2. You know what? I'm going to grab that enchantment out of his hand, because I don't want him to go blue land and then the curiosity enchantment. I don't want that, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. You think Ammon Eternal is good? Personally, with the number of Ruin Raiders we got in the deck, I think Ruin Raider is probably more volatile in this deck than the mono black aggro deck that we played. But Ruin Raider's still good, but when you start doing the Forerunner and start drawing those cards off the top, and taking 3 every turn, remember, you know, that Ruin Raider's not a May. Like, if you attacked, you're doing it. Like, the Maya part is you may not attack. This way you don't have to draw a card. So, you know, like, he's really thinking it over. I don't know why he's thinking so long on something wherein he's tapped out, but definitely the plan is to pull his better enchantment that he plans to put here. Unless it's just vampires. Like, it could be like Oketra's vampires or something like that. But it also could be Jim Davis's Aura's list. Is it the best Bob printed since Bob? Maybe. Yeah, like it really might be. Alright, so we actually got to take his kill here, which is going to be kind of sad, but we'll be able to Dire Fleet Poisoner kill something later. Maybe. Wow, I mean, he's got a really good hand. I really wanted to take this Curious Obsession because, like, this is about to happen. But then again, if I take this, these two are about to happen. If I take this, this is going to happen. And he's going to get it back anyway. I think I just want to take his kill spell. And then fight him. That first strike part, though. Ooh, I don't like that part. Skullduggery is going to be good here, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the kill spell. Well, I mean, that's what I consider a competitive deck that actually runs Sky Marcher Aspirant. So I assume the worst, and the worst deck that I could come up against that has this in it is either the Oketra's Monument deck or the this deck, Jim Davis's Auras. This deck's real, guys. Like, this deck is real. I mean, it was taking friends of mine last night. Well, a friend of mine last night who is kind of a new player. He's only been playing like 6 months a year, and you know, he top 8'd last night with it. So, like, you know, good for him. By the way, 2 weeks in a row undefeated in the Swiss. Oh yeah. The only person I dropped a game to last night was one of my own viewers here, For the Horde. He beat me with a sweet little deck, and you guys will be seeing that a little bit later, as I'm going to be running it for one of our Patreons, who are patrons that was there with us. So you guys will definitely see that. Alright, so he's going to be drawing extra cards here. I could just put down, like, try to get as aggro as possible, I guess. Like, I can't give this Death Touch on the block, which is horrible. We can make him discard a card, though. Like, this deck is so good. Like, I don't know why it's so good, but like, it doesn't have a good matchup against Crixus, but it still is just good. I think I want to get out 2 dudes this turn, because I think I'm going to have to be like super aggressive with this deck. Even though I expect him to like put a cartouche on this and give it first strike, or maybe he'll cartouche this and get another one and give this first strike. But the deck also hits a sin really quick. Yeah, he give that first strike. So we're in the... Yeah. This isn't in the air yet, though. And it doesn't have first strike. It'll be in the air now, though. No, he's going to buff. He's going to go up here. Look at this. Turn 3, ladies and gentlemen. Turn 3. City's Blessing. Tell me Jim Davis don't know how to get the City's Blessing. This man is blessed, y'all. Blessed. Yeah, we have to just race this. I mean, he's doing 6 a turn. We're going to go 4 this turn. He doesn't... Yeah, this is got lifelink. Oh, we're so done. This game's over, guys. This is lifelink flying. This is flying. He's got 6 in the air per turn. Game. I mean, he had a great hand. Great hand. So, I mean, I there's nothing I can say about that. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, if you want to know the way, this deck is also like 30, 40 bucks. Like, no lie, Jim Davis's Auras list, 30, 40 bucks. If you like Boggles in Standard, check it out. No lie, check it out. It's a good deck. I don't see how we win this, considering he's got all the life gain in the world. I mean, I could set back and block 1. I mean, if he blocks here, I'm definitely... Alright, sweet. So, I'll get some profit, some value here. Or not. He's not even worried about it. He's like, I'm just going to flip my Legion's Landing and kill you. So, I need cheap creatures to gain life. Like, how much life can I gain per turn here? If I just get another coalition, I'm not going to gain a whole lot of life. If I just get, like, a 1-drop, though, I could gain 2 points of life, drain him 2. I just don't... Ooh, I don't know. I could get another Kite Sail, so I have another blocker. And be like... Kite Sail and Dire Fleet Poisoner next turn. That's still playing 2 spells. So I can get a 2-drop or a 1-drop. I think it's Kite Sail. I need to get in the air because next turn I can't swing. I mean, I'm going to play it out, but... We'll find out. We'll find out. Hey, if you guys like Boggles, though, there's a couple really, really good budget decks floating around that I think you guys will like. And, you know, Dev's got an awesome mono black, like, jank deck here where you can have a lot of fun. We've already went at 2-0 with it, so losing here, we're still on the above 50%. I know we're only playing 3 games, but we're still on the above 50%, so it's a free-to-play deck. I mean, we won 2 out of 3. That's free to play. So, I mean, you know, it's not bad. That's not bad at all. And, you know, Yahenni's expertise might be good in this deck. I think more targeted removal would be good in this deck. You like bagels? Bangles? Everything bangles? You like the Bengals? Like Cincinnati Bengals? Wow, he had another card too, so he drew another card. Got this one in the air too. Oh, it's so good. Flipped his Legion's Landing, which he can make another token. This is going to deal damage. He'll draw another card. Wow. I mean, just wow. Another Legion's Landing. Create another guy. We're so dead. Just so... Adorned Bouncer. And he's still got 3 cards in hand. What a awesome deck, right? You can see why it came in third place in SCG Dallas. I think it was on the 21st of January. So if you guys want to go like over to SCG and check out the list. Did I ever run this Auras list? The blue-white Auras list? I know I ran Jim's other one. Cat, Pouncer in hand. Really? We're so dead anyway. I don't care. We're dead. Like, you guys realize that, right? Like, we're dead. I have 2 blockers, and he's got 3 flyers. And, like, yeah. Okay. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute here. Did we not gain life from a creature? No, they just lose one. We don't gain one? Oh, that's the monument. Alright. Yeah. Nah, it's not Eternalize and Bomb, Patrick. This is the Auras deck. Blue-white Auras. See? All the auras in the world. Everything you could want. And it makes creatures. It goes so wide. It's ridiculous how wide it goes. What? Did opponent just punt? No way the opponent punted. He's just like holding back for a perfect swing. I'm tapped out and he had lethal. I mean, this is in the air. He did not attack with a creature. He lost his curious. Hold on now. Did we just get back in this? I think this is the right player to sacrifice this on. Or the right creature. And now we kind of just have to pass. Yeah. I don't know if... The opponent misclicked there. Like, he straight misclicked. He misclicked his attack. Like a cat with a mouse. Right? We should probably just scoop it up. I mean, I'm pretty sure he just has this. Alright, so he just makes another dude. Alright, well. I mean, land off the top, we kill the other flyer. Let him keep the first strike flyer. He can't swing with it now. Okay. Oh my goodness. What's gonna happen here? Like... Is that gonna be your only attack? I'll trade. Alright, we dealt with one flyer. We've got a lot more to go. Do we know his last card in hand? Is it worth it to swing here? Like, I really kind of want to get in with this, but then he tags me in the air guaranteed next turn. Oh, come on. So, yeah, I get in with that. I've got to block both of the double strikers. So we go block. All right, so let's look at this. We go block, 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 and then block one other. Take two. Ooh, that seems risky. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna play it though. It's a fine line, but we're already living on borrowed time. Like, we're living on punt time. So, like, opponent's punt saved us. This will make him at least have to discard his last card. And yep, you discard a card, take an extra point of life. Oh wow, this is definitely coming down to some sketchy. Jeez, I don't even know where to go from here. Like, if he starts attacking, we just have to block everything. Oh, that's it. We lose right there. We lose to the Adanto token. Do we? Do we lose to the Adanto token? Yeah, we lose to the Adanto token. All he's got to do is turn everything sideways. Everything sideways, fella. That'll do it. That will do it. Alright, well, we'll get into the sideboard here. You just went to the LGS and bought this deck, the Mono Black or the Auras list. Jeffrey, welcome, welcome, good sir. Happy to get to try out your new emojis. Well, sir, I'm trying not to punt, so you guys don't get to see that one much. But you know, all right. So this is kind of one of those strange decks. Like, he's got a lot of he's kind of got a lot of creatures. He's got like 19 creatures in the deck. Maybe it's 22, but I think it's 19 creatures in the deck. Yet he can make a couple other creatures, so he actually gets to go wider than most decks like feel like they're going. He also gets to make some really big dudes, so like Fatal Push is really good against this deck. And the less we use Fatal Push, the more powerful that Aura's deck's going to get. I really like Skullduggery here. We are on the play though, and I do want to get as fast as possible. So I don't know where I can go with that. This deck is kind of aggro, so I actually think I am going to bring in the Gontis here, and I'm bringing in all of the Skullduggeries because I think Skullduggery is going to be really good. And yeah, I took out the Rune Raiders, and I just think that he's going to be too fast for me. So Duress is really questionable. Like, is there something else I could really take out to, you know, to make that Duress better? Maybe cut down on, you know, like, we'll cut down one Forerunner, cut down one Oathsworn, one Bantu. No, we'll keep Bantu. We can hold that. I mean, if we cut down one Bantu, we can go Duress, cut down one. Ooh, I can take the Deadeye Tormentors out. This is not a good matchup for those. So let's see if we can get at least most of our engine pieces back in here. The Oathsworn Vampire though, I would love to actually get one of those games where you just start casting him over and over, and we haven't had one of those yet. I would really like one of those. Oh, okay, so Kite Sail's too valuable here. Like, I almost feel Poisoner's not as valuable in this matchup. So I'm going to bring that other Oathsworn Vampire back in, and we'll keep it like this. I hope that's right. All right, well, I don't like having double here, especially in this matchup. I just don't think he's going to deal with it. Something tells me he didn't bring in Fragmentize, and that's his sideboard option for this. I think there's 2 cast outs in the main board, though. We're going to try to use this for some serious advantage, so here we go. Have I played Dev's Green-Black Budget Explorer? I did. I did play it. I played almost all of Dev's Ixalan decks, and then I have played almost all of Dev's Ixalan decks, and then at least, yeah, I've played every standard deck he's done in Rivals. So, in Rivals and most of Ixalan, yeah. If he put out a standard deck, I ran it. I'm just gonna attack. If I can trade this here for the attack, I'll take it. I didn't think so. You can't find it. It's just Green-Black Explorer. I didn't name it budget, so just type in Green-Black Explorer or G slash here. Let's find you Green-Black Explorer. YouTube. G slash B Explore. Wow, where am I? I am like the fifth or sixth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down. That ain't bad. Wow, our channel's growing so much, guys. He gets a cartouche. Target creature you control gets +1/+1. Target creature he controls gets -1/-1. Sorry, cartouche. Not today. Unless he's got that Spell Pierce. This deck runs Spell Pierce. Jim Davis is like this modern player in Standard, so like he runs all like the 1-mana stuff. Watch him Spell Pierce this. Dive down! All right, there you go. Exactly, so. Woo! Alright, well. He gets his stuff. We did get rid of the dive down, though. I'm kind of happy with that. Let's get you...
It's date night.
Oh no, we don't want advertisement. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. That's the Green-Black Explore deck, if you guys want to check that out. That's Dev's Green-Black Explore. He's got a 3/5. Wow. Wow, come on. Not all the lands now. I wish this thing wasn't legendary. I get it that they're all legendary, but if this one wasn't legendary, we would have some real fun. I almost think I'm supposed to keep swinging on this guy. Yeah, like, he blew me out with that dive down, though. Like, not a total blowout, but he just stopped my blowout. Like, I was trying to 2-for-1 him, and I guess I would have been better off by killing his guy last turn, so he just didn't have a creature. And that's how Crixus beats this deck. You just kill their initial creatures, and then they can't really do a whole... We're dead. This is over. Over. Too many lands, too many non-castables. Just too many non-castables. Skullduggery. We'll get rid of a couple. Maybe. I mean, we're going for it. He ain't got any land. I mean, at least we kill a couple things. I don't feel that horrible about it. Well, again, this is the budget version of the deck. I mean, you guys could change Skullduggery out for Fatal Push. You could throw in a couple copies of Vraska's Contempt or something like that. The deck has 23 lands. Not once have we been trapped under, you know, 3 to 4 lands. So even when we were doing our, you know, the Forerunner of the Coalition, holy cow, Jim Davis. I'm just blaming all of this on Jim Davis. He built this goodness. I like it though. Like the deck is super good. Oh, come on. Just finish it. I mean, this is game here. I could have sworn he would have had an enchantment to put on it. I mean, we'll stop 2 points of damage either way here, so I guess I could have stopped 3. This doesn't have... Yeah. I could have stopped 3. This doesn't have flying yet. Ooh. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yep. Just not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Just not enough. Do you guys want to see what we would have drawn? So the games went as we won this one. Nice board state here, right? Look at this. Look at this board state. That was a good game. We beat the Primal Amulet deck, so that was a cool game. I enjoyed that game. And then the next game, we won it, and that was against the Blue-Black Flyers that a lot of people have been asking for and things like that. So we won that game. It was a really fun game. We had some cool stuff going on. We wasn't necessarily just, you know, beating down with a lot of creatures that turn. Like, so we didn't win this particular game with that go wide thing. We actually started chipping in with our Dream Stealer and had to just go these really crazy, you know, chip damage fights here. So we got to win one like that. And then, of course, our last game here. We'll draw a card. We'll see what would have been on the top. Just another scoundrel. So at one point, you know, we drew this thing and we were so happy for drawing it. And then another point, we're here and, you know, it just didn't work out for us. Alright, guys. So, my thoughts on Dev's deck. I think the deck's a lot of fun. I think you can have a lot of fun with it, and I think it's well constructed. I don't think you're going to need to, like, play around too much with it, and the more you play with it, the more you're going to break how it works. For the most part, the deck works great. Is it a little bit outclassed by some of the other decks? Yeah, a little bit. You don't have a lot of flying options. There's not like you're going to kind of live or die by this chip damage thing, and that's kind of an aristocrats feel, and that's nothing unusual. We've done that a lot, you know, over the years, playing aristocrats type deck. And like if you guys remember, you know, Rally the Ancestors, although that was probably one of the better aristocrats decks we've had in quite some times. But the Rally the Ancestors decks and things like that, like you kind of lived or died by if you're able to get that online and do things. So MTG Gizmothing, what's up? The deck ran really good, man. We went 2 and 3 with it. Did I out a Yahini in it? I did not put a Yahini in it, but I probably would. I would love to have a Yahini in the deck. We didn't get to play much on the Bantu's Monument. Most of our games were not really about the Bantu's Monument, and we were still winning. So, you know, that was pretty cool. I really like that. That even though we didn't get our main piece, our centerpiece, we still were doing good. And then when we did get the centerpiece of the deck just kind of went off. And like the one card I really did keep wanting to see, and I just wouldn't pull it out. I wouldn't put it in the sideboard or anything else, is I really like this March of the Drown. Dev mentioned it in his deck tech. Again, if you guys want to see that, there should be a link in the description box up there. Yeah, there's a link to Dev's channel there. And there's a link to the actual Mono Black Aggro that we ran not too long ago. So if you guys want to see the difference between the Mono Black Aggros, you can do that. But March of the Drown, Dev talked about, you know, maybe throwing in a third copy, and I like the third copy. I really think that's where we need to be. If you got some money, you know, make sure you put those if near deadlands in. They were really, really good, guys. So those are not in the original deck list. Put those if near deadlands in. They're only, what, 50 cents, maybe a buck a piece. They are really good, though. And, yeah, put those in. I highly recommend that. And then over in the sideboard, let's talk about the sideboard just a little bit. If you have some money, I think you might want to, you know, throw the Fatal Pushes in here. Skullduggery's nice. Skullduggery's cool. And you can get some 2-for-1s in certain situations. But I think Fatal Push is just going to be more reliable. Argyle's Bloodfast, I don't know where I would really use it. Against Control itself, I think we've got so many other cards that I don't know if we really have room for this. So maybe just another Duress or something with Argyle's Bloodfast. Deadeye Tracker, I know the Pirate Synergy is amazing, but I am a big fan of Crook right now. I think Crook is one of the better pieces, so I'd probably put Crook here. And then probably be pretty happy with everything else that's going on. If you guys really liked the card, I would say Costly Plunder would fit in somewhere. There's like a 4-mana pirate that every time a pirate dies, you can get a treasure, and that'll help you go infinite and things like that. So you could put that type of stuff in the deck, but for the most part, that is my wrap up of the deck. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. This deck was like, it had some really cool lines. Got a little bit, you know, frustrating when we were trying to get sideways against some decks. Like, the deck is not really built to fight in combat. Even though you know you've got some really good cards for fighting in combat, it's not really built to win most of those fights in combat without this. So, you know, that felt a little bit frustrating, but you had these other ways of winning that just didn't matter. So I really liked that part about it, and I think the deck construction was good. So I like how it played. We got to curve off it almost every time. So the numbers he's got here are really good. I mean, when you're looking at, you know, 16 2-drops and 15 3-drops, it's kind of hard to not curve out. So, you know, like, definitely I like what he did there. You know, as far as moving on up the curve, we have nothing beyond 3, so that makes Rune Raider not as dangerous, but I definitely think Rune Raider's a little dangerous, and I'm not 100% sure I like this card in the main board. I think I would like to have more 1-mana spells. Even though this card is good, if you traded anything out for, like, Yahenni, I think this card would come out for Yahenni. Maybe even take both of the Deadeye Tormentors out. Leave the 2 in the sideboard because, you know, that's fine. Go either double Yahenni or Yahenni March of the Drowned, something like that. I think that's where you probably want to be. Other than that, guys, I had a lot of fun playing it. Our next stream is going to be tonight at 7 Mountain Standard Time. And that is going to be the Patreon games. I can't do the whistle. But anyway, we're going to be playing the Patreon games. Guys, I've still got 2 slots open for the Patreon games tonight. So if you're a patron and you have not submitted your deck for February, go ahead and submit it. If you get it in by 6, I'll play it today. Otherwise, get those submitted by the 24th. For the next Patreon games, and we will see you guys tonight at 7 Mountain Standard Time with some awesome submitted decks. We've got a couple that we're going to be running. I've got one that I am building for a Patreon that he asked for, and it's going to be this Mardu Reanimator crazy build, and I'm going to try to like buff that up to the maximum and see if I can make that playable, and we're gonna try with that. So we got this Mardu deck that is both like approach and Godpharaoh's Gift, and it was actually it went undefeated last night, the first 3 rounds, and then he ran into me, and he was actually my first loss. Like, I only lost one game out of the 6 rounds last night. And he was the only person I dropped a game to, so that was awesome. And then top 8 split. So either way, you volunteer as tribute. Well, Jeffrey, honestly, if you will post a deck, the deck that you really want to see on Patreon, if you'll just send me a message of the deck on Patreon, I will I'll get you in there, dude. I've got 1 slot open, and or I've got 2 slots open, and I'm pretty sure that the other 2 guys aren't going to come in. And you know, you're both a Patreon over there, and you're a stream sponsor over here. So throw me a deck, I'll play it. We've got at least 1 spot open last night. So yeah, you're in, Jeffrey. Pick your best deck, and I'll play it. But yeah, post that if you can. Get it to me by 6 o'clock tonight. This way I can get the stream up, and we'll see you guys later tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG.